Innovating Education Learning World in association with WISE, an initiative of Qatar Foundation.
Teachers and their teaching methods are central to a child's educational experience. And in a fast-changing world, how can teaching techniques evolve to ensure the best results in the classroom? To find out, we hear from prominent professors Michael Fullan and Cheng-Yin Chong, and we explore an example in Canada. Professor Michael Fullan is currently Ontario's Special Education Advisor. He has taken part in numerous projects to improve collaboration between staff and pupils and has published many books on the subject.
Michael Fullan is one of the world's leading thinkers in education theory. In his view, collaboration is essential between teachers and students, and also between schools.
What we've been able to do, I think, in the last 10 years in particular, in other countries as well as Ontario, is to create a new profession where teachers are, in fact, learning about innovation all the time from each other and from research.
Michael Fullan is regarded as something of a saviour of the education system in Ontario. But as a child, he wasn't interested in education at all.
Most of my friends, including my family, were all interested in hockey. So we weren't thinking of the future occupations, just hockey, hockey, hockey.
But now, at the age of 72, he's still working and still researching ways of achieving good results for even the most deprived pupils.
The best teachers have two qualities. One is that they care about each student, so the caring, passion, concern. And the second is the ability to teach well, which is that how do I reach all students with different learning needs and help them learn. What we see now in our own work with teachers is that we want to maximize the integration of caring, and being effective.
Armadale School in Toronto was one of 180 schools that were transformed according to Michael Fullan's theories.
A teacher has to be a learner, has to keep up, and they can't do it them just by staying in their own classroom. They have to do it by working with other teachers, by working with leaders who are introducing new ideas. We know from our research that teachers who work together in a focused way get better results. So now you can't just be a teacher in your own classroom, you also have to say, how do I work as a team member?
Still in Canada, we go to Quebec, which has high dropout rates in schools. In response, and as a way of encouraging students to go to school, one association is offering help with homework over the telephone.
In Quebec, over the last 15 years, Allo Prof has responded to around 1.5 million telephone requests.
I'm from Allo Prof, so you can phone us and say, I'm on page 18, exercise number 3. Can you help me? And we'll run and get the book and help you.
All school children in Quebec can get personal advice from a teacher if they can't do their homework. Calls are free and anonymous, like any other helpline.
Allô, prof, bonjour, Josiane à l'écoute. Bonjour, ça va bien? C'est une question mathématique?
The help we give via Allo Prof is really just the little nudge that's needed so that a student can finish their homework and go to school the next day and say, I'm ready to learn something new because I've understood what we've already done.
Before discovering Allo Prof, Ella had stopped doing her maths homework. Today, she doesn't hesitate to call for help.
Allo Prof helps me a lot because they're really people who, whatever your problem, age or grade you're in, they're going to say, OK, you don't understand that, and they'll explain it to you. If Allo Prof wasn't there, I wouldn't be able to do a multiplication on my own.
There's a virtual classroom, a forum, educational games, videos and a virtual library. This range of interactive tools means everyone can find the answers they need, even parents.
Teaching methods have evolved, they've changed, and parents are sometimes a bit lost when faced with new ways of learning that their children show them. But Allo Prof can help. We're often family mediators.
Every week, Allo Prof answers around 37,000 phone calls, and they say that this helps school children persevere even if they're having difficulties.
We're very well established in Quebec, so school children have developed the reflex of turning to Allo Prof as soon as they hit a glitch.
Despite Allo Prof, the dropout rate remains high, 22%.
Information technology is turning traditional education methods upside down, meaning teachers need new resources to keep up, says the president of the World Educational Research Association. He advocates for a more individualized, student-oriented approach. Let's meet Professor Cheng-Yin Chong.
Professor Cheng-Yin Chong advocates a fundamental change in the way children are taught. He says that teachers should offer a global perspective and that students should be able to choose what they learn and how they learn it.
In our education, in our learning process, we should have the globalization, localization, and individualization in our student learning process, in our teachers' teaching process. What it means? It means that if we have globalized learning, it means that our students' learning content, not only the local issue, they can discuss, they can observe the global issue, the global development, like the environmental development, the global warming issue, you see that. And also the trend of global development.
The professor says that too many teachers simply attempt to pass on acquired knowledge about subjects that don't interest students. He says that this teaching from the top down is obsolete.
If we use the traditional education, it means that our new generation, they own the traditional kind of ability, knowledge, and skills. It means that they are repeating the performance of other students. They are repeating the contribution of other people.
He says that all students are different and should be taught as individuals.
Yeah, this is my mother. Okay, yeah. This is mine. How can we help our students to have such kind of creativity? It's important we help them to develop contextualized multiple intelligence. It means that they have not only economic thinking, they can not only the technological thinking, they can have social thinking, cultural thinking, and even how to learn. You know, they have that kind of learning intelligence.
Changing attitudes to education is not an easy task. It requires a new approach to teaching and a new definition of the role of a teacher.
Don't forget to send us your thoughts on today's episode. Goodbye for now.
Learning World in association with WISE, an initiative of Qatar Foundation.